movieweb.com.
Hello.
Who's that? That's Tamara Drewe. Good God, what's happened to her?
She had a nose job, Dad. I love your new hooter. It's not actually new, it's just smaller.
She's single, you know.
What'd you have to do to get a cup of tea around here?
Make it. Tea, sugar, fridge.
She's completely different.
I couldn't agree more.
He never grew up.
In his trousers.
It's your house?
Yeah. Do you want to buy it?
No. I want something else.
I wanted to begin by asking you, obviously you're the title role, you're the lead in this, but it's a great ensemble cast around you. Was that sort of take the pressure off a little bit?
Absolutely. I'm always attracted to ensemble pieces because, yeah, you don't have the pressure. Actually, it's very misleading because Tamara's just the centrepiece, I suppose. She's the catalyst, but actually the lead characters are the young girl, I think, Jodie, and the desperate housewife, Beth. And so, yeah, for me it was really nice, and it means that you can just get on with your work and not worry about it, whether it's your fault, whether the film flops or not, you know.
Right, I mean, Tamara is sort of like the center that everyone kind of circles around Nicholas and Glenn and all the other characters.
Yeah.
What do you think sort of is the thrust of it? I mean, does she come back to sort of start trouble, to kind of shake things up, or what is sort of her motivation in returning to the town?
Well, her mother dies, so she has to come back to sell the house, but when she's there, she has this mischievous streak which wants to show everyone how successful she is. Her ultimate motivation is to be cherished, to be utterly cherished, and to be successful. And she just goes about it in completely the wrong way because she doesn't know who she is. So there are many different aspects to Tamara Drewe. She's very complicated, and I like that about her, that she's not perfect, and she never redeems herself or works out. You know, we never work her out. She's not black and white, and I like that. It's very, very modern and real. When I first read it, I thought, oh, at last, there's an actual, real depiction of a woman in a film that's not sugar-coated. I like that about her.
And can you talk a little bit about the relationship with Andy, because there's a past there that sort of leads to other things.
Yeah, so Andy is the farmer, the kind of, there are three archetypal men in this film. There's the supporter, the provider, that's Andy. There's the father figure, and that's Nicholas. And then there's the lover, and that's Ben. And so with Andy, she had sort of a relationship with him when she was a teenager, and it ended badly. And then she comes back to kind of show him that she's this, you know, and she doesn't want him, but actually ends up with him at the end because he's the only one that has got any patience with her anymore.
And kind of respects her. I mean, sort of, Nicholas sort of uses her.
Yeah, he respects her. She doesn't respect him. It's really, you know, there's one scene in the film where she is blown out by her lover and there's all these rumours going around that she wants to sleep with everybody, which she didn't start. And she goes to Andy, the guy that she knows is in love with her, and she catches him kissing another woman. She's heartbroken, not because she loves him, but because she knows that nobody loves her. And I thought that was really interesting, that she just needs adoration all the time.
And then what is it with Nicholas? That's sort of, like you mentioned, the father figure, but she kind of gets sucked into his world.
Well, she admires him as well because he's a successful writer. And also she relishes in her own drama. She is her own muse in a way. So she gets in...
Because she writes so autobiographically.
She writes autobiographically, so she gets into this relationship. First of all, it's just because she needs someone to look after her. Then she finds it quite thrilling and starts kind of writing well and uses him in a way and uses herself, and then it becomes utterly chaotic and she didn't mean it to. So I thought that was a really interesting thing as well, is that she dramatises her own life in order to write. And I do, knowing a few writers, I do know people that do that, and it's interesting. They use themselves as the muse.